Hey, welcome. Let's talk about AI. See, I think most people are looking at the whole threat of AI completely wrong. It's not about being replaced. The real danger? It's sticking to an old way of thinking that just doesn't work anymore.
Just let that sink in for a second. This isn't about becoming some kind of coding whiz or a prompt engineering master. Nope. It's about a fundamental shift in how you think. And honestly, that's the key that unlocks the whole thing.
So, what is that different way of thinking, right? That's the big question we're going to tackle here. And to get to that one crucial trait, we've got to walk through a few powerful mindset shifts first. They all kind of build on each other.
All right, let's start at the beginning with the foundation. First things first, forget this idea that AI is some big threat coming to make you obsolete. Instead, I want you to think of it as your own personal trainer. It's here to make you stronger, not weaker.
You know, there's this common fear, right? That if AI does all the thinking for us, our brains are just going to turn to mush. But that's like saying a calculator makes you bad at math. It doesn't. It just lets you do more complex math, way faster. The truth is, when you use AI to actually strengthen your thinking, you just get sharper. You get more effective.
So this quote, it comes from a really fascinating story. Basically, instead of just letting his kids use AI to cheat on their homework, this guy created these custom prompts. He got the AI to teach them physics and math by using something they loved, soccer, and their hero, Ronaldo. And the result? They aced their tests. We're talking 100%. So see, AI didn't make them dumber, it actually helped them learn faster.
Okay, so once you start using AI as your helper, you're going to notice something. Some of the stuff it spits out, some of the ideas, the content, it'll just feel better, right? You might not be able to put your finger on why, but you know it when you see it. And that, my friends, leads us to our second big mindset shift, developing your taste. So what is taste? It's basically your internal benchmark for what's good, for quality. See, excellence isn't just some random thing, it's a pattern. And here's the really crucial part, your ability to get great results from AI is totally limited by your own level of taste. I mean, think about it. You can't ask for something brilliant if you don't even know what brilliant looks like.
Take the legendary music producer Rick Rubin. This is the guy who's worked with everyone, from Adele to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's famous for saying he can't really explain the music theory behind a hit song, but man, he knows one when he hears it. That is pure, unadulterated taste.
So, okay, how do you actually build this taste muscle? Well, first, you gotta immerse yourself. Proximity is power, right? So get around people who are doing excellent work. Second, study the masters. You can hire coaches, sure, but you can also just hop on YouTube and break down the winning pitches from startup competitions. Third, curate your social media feed. Use it to feed your mind, not just for endless doom scrolling. Follow people who are 10 steps ahead of you. And last but not least, don't just consume content, analyze it. When you see something great, stop and ask yourself, why? Why does this work so well?
All right, you can see how this is all starting to connect, right? Taste helps you spot what's excellent right now. But to really, truly win in this new era of AI, you need something more. You need vision, the ability to see what's going to matter tomorrow.
It's so easy to just get stuck in your own lane, you know? But the real breakthroughs, the game-changing innovations, they almost always come from connecting ideas from totally different fields. Look at Henry Ford. He didn't invent the assembly line. He saw how meat packers in Chicago were doing their thing, and he applied that same idea to building cars. See? True innovation happens at the intersection of different worlds.
And the cool thing is, you can actually build this skill. It's not magic. You just block out some thinking time in your calendar every single week. Make it non-negotiable. Study what's happening in completely unrelated fields, media, music, robotics, whatever. And use AI as your co-pilot for this. You could literally go for a run, talk to ChatGPT, and have it help you map out different scenarios and pressure test your wildest ideas.
Okay, we've covered a ton of ground already. But here's the thing. You can have the best vision in the world, but it's going to fall flat if nobody wants to help you build it. And that brings us to our fourth mindset, which, honestly, might be the most important one of all. Think about it. AI can mimic intelligence like a champ. It can write code, crunch data, create images, but there's one thing it can never, ever fake: genuine human care. In a world where AI can create infinite outputs, your ability to care becomes the ultimate input.
And if you're skeptical about that, just look at the numbers. The most valuable companies on the planet are the ones that make other people wildly successful. I mean, check this out. NVIDIA has created over 28,000 millionaires from its own team. Microsoft, over 12,000. It's proof that real success isn't about what you hoard for yourself, it's about what you help others achieve.
So how do you actually do this? How do you strengthen that care muscle? Well, first, get to know your people's dreams. I'm talking about their real personal goals. What do they want their life to look like in 5 years? Second, be humble. Always ask for feedback on yourself before you give it to somebody else. And third, celebrate their wins and do it publicly. A quick shout out on Slack or a share on social media, it goes a long way in showing people you see them and you value what they do.
Yeah, this quote just nails it. If your whole focus is making money, you're just going to burn through people. But if you focus on building up your people, guess what? They'll build the business for you. It's a win-win.
And here we are. We've built the foundation with these 4 big mindsets, and all of it, every single piece, leads to the one trait you need to succeed in the age of AI. It's a simple but profound shift in your role. You need to be the director, not the doer.
So here's how this looks in the real world. It's called the 10-80-10 rule. That first 10%, that's you. That's human creativity, the big idea, the strategy. Then comes the middle 80%. That's all the heavy lifting, the doing, and you hand that completely over to AI. Then you come back in for that final 10%, the refinement. That's where you use that taste we talked about to add that final human touch of excellence. Now, to be a really great director, you also have to change the way you talk to AI. See, most people are doing what's called push prompting. They're telling the AI how to do something, step by step, based on what they know. But the new way, the better way, is pull prompting. You just tell the AI what you need, and then you let it ask you the questions. You let its massive brain guide you to the best possible result.
And that right there, that is the whole paradigm shift. It's not about you doing 95% of the work and then asking AI for a little bit of help. No way. It's about letting AI do the vast majority of the work so you can come in and apply your unique human insight, your vision, and your taste right where it matters the most. When you make that shift, AI stops being this thing that feels like it's going to overpower you, and it becomes this incredible tool that empowers you. Honestly, people who get totally bogged down in which specific AI model to use are kind of missing the forest for the trees. The real edge isn't the tool. It's becoming a person who thinks clearly, leads with courage, and genuinely cares.
And really, that's the core of it all. AI is here to handle the doing, which frees you up to focus on the being. It's here to amplify you, not replace you. It literally gives you back time so you can be more creative, more strategic, and, well, more human.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Look at your own work, your own life. What is just one area where you can start delegating the doing to AI so you can get time back to amplify who you really are? The answer to that, well, that's your first step into this new era. Thanks for tuning in.